The fourth thing on the do's is you want to tell a story. And this is, you want to think of your emails as a campaign, and not just as every email kind of isolated from each other. So if you want to flip back a page, a couple pages, to page 134, you can see how you can plan out a series of emails that are really going to relate to each other and possibly reinforce something an action that the earlier email asked you to do. So this kind of email campaign checklist here on page 134, the goal of it is to engage our members, build new membership for it. We're going to send it to all of our members, and you might only send something to a smaller subset of your members, maybe members who only live in a certain area, if that's more appropriate to the action you're taking. The message would be pass the jobs bill, right? We want to pass whatever jobs bill is going on. So then we've got a timeline. So we're going to have, start with on Monday, we're going to do a petition to our members of Congress to pass the jobs bill. On Wednesday, a few days later, we'll do a follow-up email to that's asking the same thing. That's usually called a kicker email. And you can do that for a petition or a fundraising ask or any of these actions we talk about, where you really kind of reinforce the first ask and say, we've got this many people signed it so far. Can you forward it on to 5 friends and have them get us over 50,000 or get us over whatever your goal is for it. So that's, and a lot of times those kicker follow-up emails will be like a response to the earlier one. So you'll send like one email from one person on the campaign, and then a few days later there'll be like say this one was like pass the jobs bill, and then a few days later there's one that's like reply pass the jobs bill, and it's like someone else replying to that email, and then the original email is still down at the bottom. So you're tying one message into the next, and that way people who might not have opened the first email might open the second one, and they still see both messages that are on there. Then that's followed up on Thursday with the fundraising ask saying, we signed this many people, we're going to be delivering these petitions next week, make a contribution today and help us fund our efforts. On Friday, we'll might do a forward to a friend ask, or Monday, message success, where like we delivered these many petitions. Here's some pictures of our members dropping off petitions at this official's office. Congratulations on a job well done. Now make another contribution or forward this petition on, keep it going. So you can see, though, this is just a very generic example of how you can think of your emails as a campaign or a series of mini campaigns, and not just as isolated kind of messages you're going to send out. One of the things that we do at DFA, we've got just a giant big calendar on the whiteboard where we plan out an entire month's worth of email messages. And we know what we're doing this week, we know what we're going to switch to next week and the week after that. Now, obviously, you've got to be flexible, because if something comes up that's really just a hot thing or a hot kind of topic, and you want to be able to be flexible enough to switch things up and take action on that. If there's something that everyone is talking about, one of these moments that come up in campaigns that you can really leverage to get people really engaged and excited. So, but you want to be able to tell a story. And I'm going to show some examples of these here in a few minutes, and I've got a great example of this telling a story in an email campaign that we did with a candidate in Oklahoma named Andrew Rice that we endorsed last year. The fourth thing, though, on the do's is be mindful of the follow-up. And by the follow-up, I mean, what happens after somebody takes the action you're asking them to take in the email? So after somebody signs a petition or sends a letter on to their elected official or to the newspaper, there's usually 2 things that will happen that you want to have happen. One, you want them to get an automatic email that comes in that says, thank you for taking action, kind of a confirmation. Then there'll also be like a confirmation page where after they click the button to sign the petition, the website will take them to a page where it's, thanks for signing the petition. So one, that just confirms to them that it worked, that it went through. But on those pages and then that email, you want to do something that's called an after-action ask, where you are asking those people that have already taken action to do something else, to do one other thing. So thanks for signing our petition. Now please help us spread the word by forwarding it on to 10 of your friends. Or thanks for signing this petition. Now contribute $15 and help us fund the effort. So think about what's the second ask you're going to make of the people who take the first action you're asking them to take. Because those people who take that action are highly engaged people, and usually 30 to 50% of them will take the second thing, will do the second thing you asked them to do in addition to the first thing. And that's a really good place to put little kind of mini fundraisers in there. So you can definitely, if you have a good action or a petition that a lot of people are signing, you can usually raise a couple $1,000s just with the after action ask if people are really engaged and excited about it.